A chilling account has emerged from an unnamed university dormitory where 4 students recently survived what witnesses describe as a supernatural ordeal that claimed the previous occupants. The dormitory, numbered 404, came with 17 handwritten rules meant to protect residents from unseen forces, yet last year's inhabitants disappeared without a trace. This year's group faced the same terror but uncovered a hidden truth that broke the cycle of fear. The students moved into the cramped space shortly after semester began. 4 beds lined the walls surrounding a weathered wooden desk. Atop the desk lay a yellowed sheet of paper scrawled with 17 rules in uneven handwriting. The first rule demanded lights be extinguished after 11 o'clock and forbade gazing out the window for more than 3 seconds. Another warned against speaking the words "disappeared last year" or 404 within the room. A third instructed residents to keep bed curtains fully drawn and remain silent if hearing fingernails scrape against fabric. Rule 5 carried the starkest warning. The desk's third drawer must never be opened because its contents were not meant for the living. Skepticism quickly gave way to dread when the clock struck 11 and the overhead light began flickering despite being switched off. Moonlight seeped through the window as faint scratching sounds emerged simultaneously from all 4 bed curtains. The rhythm was deliberate, methodical, as though invisible fingers tested each barrier. Minutes later a soft knocking came at the door, 3 taps, a pause, then 3 more. Remembering Rule 4, one student called out "Who?" A raspy voice answered "Chat-chin." Following protocol, all 4 buried themselves beneath blankets until distant footsteps faded down the hall. Relief proved short-lived. Upon emerging, they noticed the rule sheet had transformed. The original 17th rule permitting exit after 6 am now read 6 am exit forbidden. Additional rules had rewritten themselves entirely. One commanded residents to follow any crimson footprints appearing on the floor. Another forbade drinking tap water and warned against placing bottled water directly on the ground. A new instruction cautioned against maintaining eye contact with one's reflection beyond 5 seconds. Then they saw it. A trail of small, damp red footprints stretched from the doorway to the forbidden desk drawer. The prints resembled a child's and glistened as though freshly made. Recalling faint pencil markings on the rule's reverse side mentioning "seek the red mark," the students realized the footprints served as guidance rather than threat. As they watched, the third drawer clicked open unaided, revealing a faint crimson glow within. Defying the original warning, one student pulled the drawer fully open. Inside rested a tattered notebook bearing a vivid blood-red streak across its cover alongside a faded photograph. The image depicted 4 young women arranged exactly as the current residents occupied the room, their complexions pale, their surroundings unmistakably dormitory 404. The notebook contained diary entries from the vanished students. Early pages described dismissive attitudes toward the rules until a roommate ignored the window prohibition and glimpsed a small figure in red clothing. That student vanished by dawn. Later entries revealed the rules themselves were alive, shifting daily under the influence of a malevolent presence. This entity, once a student himself, now trapped new occupants in a cruel game. Obey the rules and be consumed gradually, or discover the red mark and challenge his authority. The final page offered stark choices: escape or replace him. As the students processed this revelation, the dormitory mirror caught their attention. Reflected within were not 4 faces but 5. A small child dressed in red stood behind them, features chalk white, eyes solid black, smiling without warmth. Remembering the altered rule about shattering mirrors upon seeing unfamiliar faces, one student seized a water bottle and hurled it at the glass. The mirror exploded into fragments. Instantly the overhead lights blazed to full brightness. All unnatural sounds ceased. The red footprints evaporated. The notebook and photograph crumbled into ash inside the drawer. Morning sunlight streamed through the window, though moments earlier it had been deep night. The rule sheet now lay blank, its warnings erased. The entity controlling Dormitory 404 had lost its power. University officials have declined to comment on the incident or confirm disappearances linked to the dormitory. Maintenance staff reportedly removed the broken mirror and reassigned the room without investigation. Yet whispers persist among students about rooms carrying hidden rules, silent pacts between the living and whatever waits in the dark. Dormitory 404 stands empty again, its door locked, its secrets seemingly buried. But with new students arriving each semester, the question remains whether the cycle truly ended or merely awaits its next participants.